So, cheers. Thank you. My name is Sir William Scott III. Yeah. And my dad was a cunt. He's a huge fucking cunt. Yeah. But he taught me two things, right? He taught me how to make a great deal, because he's a very smart businessman. He taught me how to sail. Because his dad and 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 his father, they were all sailors. He used to say stuff like, he'd always say to me, he'd say like, you know, since the Queen's Navy, us Scot boys have always been sailors. He'd always say that. Us Scot boys are always sailors. And so naturally, when he joined the yacht club, I joined the bloody yacht club. Right? You know what I mean? After secondary school, he bought me my first sailboat, my first boat, big old beautiful thing. And of course, after that, I went to university, went to Cambridge. Thank you. And the thing is about being an English guy with a rich father like I did. There's an old phrase, it's like, your father will only make contact with you when you're born, and when he shakes your hand like at your graduation or your wedding. And that was my dad through and through. But he taught me a lot about sailing, and he'd always smack me in the fucking face whenever he'd catch me doing something wrong. But I learned all the nautical terms. I learned the inboards, outboards, stern, bow, the rigging, all that kind of stuff. And when I went to university, my dad wasn't there, having a lack of a childhood, which I desperately needed. And then you get thrust into a university with a bunch of blokes, you know. And I was already a socially awkward kid anyways. I never got along with anybody. I got really heavily into the internet and conspiracy theories, and one of them being the flat earth theory. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah. Keep it, alright? But it was really convincing, right? Like, I just kept really thinking about it. And me, having learned lots about sailing, I thought, why doesn't somebody just go prove this once and for all? So I said, fuck it, huh? Right, I'll go do it. So I convinced my dad, right? But I don't tell him about the flat earth thing. This is during summer of my second year in college, right? I'm like 21, 22. And I'm like, I'm gonna sail with me friends, with me mates, right? I'm just gonna go do a little thing about Italy, we'll go Africa, Egypt maybe the Caribbean, you know, something big like that. So he doesn't think the wiser. If I tell him I'm gonna go search for the flat earth theory, he's gonna smack me right in my fucking face again, right? So I said, fuck all that. So I go tell him, right? I tell him this big fat lie. He's like, oh great, it's awesome. I knew you'd come to sailing once again, oh boy, you know, blah, 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 blah. He throws in tons of cash from all currencies. He gets me my passport. He gets me tons of goods and cans and all that stuff. All of it. I mean, just everything you could think of. He loads all the boat and he tells me all these things, and he gets me a coach. He gives me a coach, right? And the coach teaches me all about sailing and how to watch out for this and watch out for that. And it's fucking bloody hell crazy. And so I get the money and I get everything ready, and I tell me mates, I found some mates on Facebook who were all flat earthers. And the people at the school had a group too of flat earthers. I know it sounds, you know, awful, but it's quite convincing, and you kind of go for the whole fun and the whole communion, you know. Anyways, but the point is, so the flat earthers theory is this. This is the map, right? They believe that there's an ice shelf and it's all flat like a frisbee, right? And so England's right here. America, Florida, Panama, right, Hawaii, all that kind of stuff, right? And so I'm thinking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail. My boat was in Southampton. We'll take the Southampton, and I was going to go through the Panama Canal and go to one of the edges, right? I didn't want to go up here, it's too cold. Go down here, it's too cold. So stay right in the equator. And so I keep doing that. And so I set off. And I go on this great fucking journey. This journey that I think I've bit off way more too much than I chew. And it was quite an amazing adventure. But I really bloody thought I was going to reach something. Take some photos and prove to me mates once and for all, like, look, it's real or it's fake and we're all fucking stupid. But we'll still have a good laugh and I'll come back home, you know. And I don't know, maybe I was looking for something. Maybe I was searching for just some feeling. I don't know. I just felt like I had to do it. I was like 21, 22 tops. And I just was in college doing all piss all. And I was like, I'm going to fucking do this. I'm going to fucking do it. So I take me a little boat. And I leave, what is it? I can't even find my own country, right? I leave from here from Southampton. From England, and I'm going to go right through here to the North Atlantic Ocean, and I'm going straight on to the Panama Canal. So that's the first stretch. And you hit some pretty heavy squalls. Big old waves that were just, I was crying. There was tears in my eyes when I sailed across from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. You sometimes just see things that you just don't really want to see, and some things that are too beautiful to describe, things that are just beyond your belief. It's absolutely breathtaking. And anyway, so I don't know shit about no fuck all sailing around the world, right? No fucking way. My dad taught me stuff like, you know, sailing to port to port. I can go to fucking Italy, go to England, come back and stay along the coastline and be probably fine, you know? But that doesn't mean I couldn't get fucking wrecked or hit across the rocks. But this was a big journey. And I did study. I looked up tons of maps. I had all my navigation, GPS, everything. And I took off. And I go. That's when I hit into these big storms. And you're just there. For hours on hours on hours, just nothing there but blue flatness sometimes. You go kind of mad. Yeah. So you keep going, and I'm going to go reach through here, and I get to the Panama Canal, and that was pretty exciting. They lower you down, and the water raises, and it opens up the channel, the gates, and then you go through, and then you go right through the Panama Canal. But I stayed along the the coastal lines. This was a big stretch, but once I got here, I was in Florida, Cuba, right through here. So I stayed close to the ports just in case I needed supplies, needed help, anything. Went through the Panama Canal, and this is when this journey is only beginning, right? I'm going to go through here. I'm going to go to Hawaii. And that's where I broke down really bad, right here between the Pacific Ocean, after Mexico, to Hawaii. And I just cried, and I just cried, and I cried. It was just a massive storm that came in. And I thought I was going to die. I thought, what am I doing? And I questioned everything. It's like, what the fuck am I doing all pissed off in the middle of the fucking Pacific, you know? But something just kept me going, you know? I just kept going, And I reach Hawaii, and I get there. I reload up on supplies. Luckily, nothing's damaged, nothing's wrecked, nothing's broken. I reload up on supplies, and I'm going to keep going. Now, in theory, based on this map, I'm going to run right into China, Japan, and Korea, right? But on the flat Earth map, there's going to be nothing there. And I'm going to run right into a big fucking ice shelf that contains, this is all an ice shelf right here. So I'm thinking, alright, this is it. I'm either going to find fucking China, or I'm going to hit this fucking ice patch. This is it. This is the final stretch, mates. Once more in the breach, dear friends. So I go. And I go. And you hit a couple of big storms, you know, a couple of waves sloshing here and there. Almost lost a few things. Nothing too major. Saw some whales. That was pretty crazy. Saw some fucking whales. Oh, they're fucking huge. Big old beautiful things. It's just massive. It's really amazing. It's poignant. Just I'll never be able to describe to anybody what it's like to just be out there in the middle of nowhere. Well, I keep going, right? I keep going. And right about the time I want to run right into fucking China, Korea. I do. Of course I do. Because it's fucking bloody ridiculous that you think the fucking Earth's flat. Of course, it's fucking bloody stupid, right? So I run right in smack into Japan and into China and stuff at the ports. And there it's all done. I sent, once I hit port in Japan, I was just like, alright. And I sent a Facebook post to my friend that said, this is it, I hit Japan. And some were like, oh, alright, whatever. And some were like, no, this all wrong, you gotta go down and this and this and this and up and everything. And I was like, no, this is stupid. So about that time I thought I'm just going to turn right bloody around, I'm just going to go right back. Oh, just give up, just call me dad and just have him, come get me, fuck it, We'll ship the boat, fuck it. And, but I say no. And I'm like right here. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, I was about 21. I was going to keep going. So I keep fucking going. So I keep going. So I go up north. And I turn around. And I go back down. And I go through here. Through India. All the coastal lines of the world. Australia, New Zealand. All the way back up. Through here. I get to here. And I go down the Cape, the Horn here. Well, it's not really the Horn, but go around it, and it's not the South American Horn, but you go down and then we'll back up. And I just kept going. It took me almost 2 years. I was gone for 2 years. I didn't speak to my dad for 2 years. Speak to my friends. No Facebook, no internet. Didn't give a shit. Something happened between Japan's port and Hawaii that just once I got there, I just realized this is, I don't know, something just clicked in me. I just kept going. I kept going and going and going. Yeah, it was about 2 years. And I saw massive things. I saw sharks. I saw whales and dolphins. I saw bioluminescence glow in the fucking ocean. Stars that just went on for days and days and days and days. And you felt really small, really small. The trippiest was when you saw a calm ocean and the stars would reflect from the ocean at night and it just looked like you were covered in stars. After seeing that, mate, it was just, I don't know, maybe that's what kept me going, just, I had to go see more. It was an adventure. I was young, might as well. But long story short, I get back though, right? So I head up into Morocco. This is the last port I really set in until I call my dad. And I call me dad and I say, how you doing? He doesn't say anything. He just, where are you? I said, I'm in the port of Morocco. He's like, alright. Is you alright? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I said, alright, I'll see you when I see you. I said, well, I'm going to be going to Southampton. And he just hangs up. Oh, of course. Fucking cunt, right? Fucking bitch. I'm thinking about turn right, fuck around, and just keep going anyways. Fuck this guy. But I don't. I go through Portugal. I go through Portugal, through Spain, right through here, the coastal lines to France. I take me time. I take me time quite a bit, because I'm not in no fucking hurry to get home to a fucking dad, and all this bullshit's gonna happen, because I haven't been to school in 2 years. Haven't been back. Haven't talked to nobody. No one gives a shit. Only my friends. The last time I talked to them over there in China, only they knew. Might have been a search party. I don't think so. I think everybody knew where I was. But I kept going and I get right back home to the port of Southampton. And my dad's there waiting. And here's the kicker, right? My dad's there. I'm tired. I look different. Probably different to him than I've ever did. Well, like, not that he would fucking notice anyways, but I've just seen 2 years worth of almost every coastal line in the world. And there's me dad looking just the same as I left him. It's quite a weird image. And then I get up there to the dock, I tie off, and I get there. And I see him, and I'm thinking he's going to be pissed. Pissed as all fuck, all right? He's going to be like, fuck, what are you doing? This and he's going to really be pissed. But he wasn't. He had a smile on his face. Big old smile. First time I ever see him smile. Yeah. And he's just standing there. Beautiful suit, just right there. Poignant, right there. And I walk up to him and I say, hey, Dad. How you doing? You know, toss. What's up, you know? And he's just like, and he opens up his arms. No shit. Opens up his arms and he gives me a big old hug. Huge hug, warm hug. And then he pulls me away and he says, I told you, boy. Us Scots, we sailors through and through, since the Queen's Navy. And I just got, fuck off. So, like, I guess the point of the story is that while searching for the stupid theory of myself, I really was in search of just the Father. Something like that, you know? I don't know. I don't know. But thank you, that's my story.